It is good question time, and we're exploring auto sales and why it's impossible to make a deal on Sunday. Maybe you've noticed every single car and motorcycle dealership in Wisconsin is closed on Sundays.
It is, in fact, against the law to sell a car that day of the week. And one viewer wanted us to get to the bottom of that. News 3's Marc Lovicott joins us with this week's Good Question.
One of those odd laws that exist out there. It's a very legit question, as many people have probably wondered it as they head to a lot on their day off and search for some new wheels. Virginia from Barneveld was one of those folks. She asked, why can't they be sold on Sundays? A very good question, and here's the very spiritual answer.
It's the light of mine. I'm gonna let it shine.
Who would have thought that the Word of God would have such an impact at an auto lot?
Yeah, we know about those laws. They used to call them blue laws, right?
Pastor Jerry Olson from Christ Lutheran Church in DeForest explains how blue laws are decades-old state statutes that restrict business on Sundays to preserve the religious nature of the day. Our law says a dealer's license could be at stake if they keep their place of business open on Sunday for the purpose of buying, leasing, or selling motor vehicles. Back in the day, blue laws meant the majority of businesses were closed on Sundays, not just car dealers. Most of them, except the car dealer law, has since been repealed.
Back in the old days, Sunday was a family day meant for church and religious services, and nobody worked.
A.J. Stark from Stark Automotive says regardless of being closed, Sunday is their busiest day.
A lot of people, they want to go out and look, and they don't want to be bothered.
It's also a day dealers don't have to worry about competition because of the law. So Stark says he's happy to be able to give a break to his hardworking employees.
Overall, I think it's a good thing.
But considering the ties to this law deal with religion, I wonder what God would say about it. With a laugh, Pastor Olson says he probably wouldn't mind.
What would God say? Well, that's a good question. God probably doesn't care what you sell on Sunday, but he does care that you keep Sabbath.
Let it shine, let it shine, let it shine.
And there you have it. Wisconsin's not alone. Several other states have this blue law on their books. I've just learned Minnesota and, Indiana and South Carolina both have those. Even Minnesota, as I was mentioning, has a law banning alcohol sales on Sunday. And it's like that, all across the country. By the way, the term blue law comes from how the word blue was used in the 18th century. It was a slang reference to strict moral codes or rules.
Very interesting. I've wondered that myself. I like the pastor's response to that. It was a good hearty laugh.
That was you in the choir at that church.
That was me, yeah. Could you pick me out in that?
Yeah, I remember Mark was a big choir boy back in his day in DeForest. Thank you, Mark.